Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newly Deads. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. This is a half-hour chat show where Mr. Newly Dead and I talk about a movie that we've watched. If this is not your first time, welcome back. We appreciate you coming and watching and hanging out with us for half an hour. We do have this uploaded also sometimes as a podcast. So if you're listening to this, you can find us because this is actually a visual show. So you can find us on our website, which is thenewlydeads.com for all of your Newly Deads needs. On that site, you'll find information about where you can watch us. We're on 4 different networks, and you can always find us on YouTube, obviously, if that's what you're finding us. But you can also find information about blog posts that Mr. Newly Dead does. He also does unboxing videos on YouTube, and we do Sinister Snack videos, which is like a short form sort of review that we do for different snacks. He also shows Dollar Store Drive-In Classics on our site, which is airing on YouTube every Friday night. And so come check us out. You can find information. Also, we are artists, so we do occasional markets. We are going to be doing the Witches Market again next year. So it's not for quite some time now, but it's going to be in October of 2026. So it's the first weekend. So if you're in the northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, we'll even say like eastern Iowa, western Indiana area. How about that? Just northern Illinois is where we're located. So you can come visit us if you want to and see us at the market. We would definitely appreciate it. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we watched a movie and we want to share that movie with you guys. There's criteria that we have for the movie. So I'm going to start off with that. It needs to be a movie that we've never watched. It needs to be under $5. And normally it needs to be a horror, thriller, or sci-fi genre movie. But since it is the holiday season, we are watching holiday movies. It is the horrors of holidays. Is that what we're calling it? Holiday horrors?
I was saying the horrors of Christmas.
Horrors of Christmas. And don't think we're watching scary movies. We're actually watching those like super sweet, sickly, romantic. I would say Hallmark movies, but they're not Hallmark movies necessarily. But you get the gist. It's those movies where it's like the same trope every single time. But we wanted to do something a little bit different, switch it up for the holiday season. So that's what you get. And we're having a blast. At least I am having a blast watching these movies. Hopefully Mr. Newly Dead agrees. He does like a good romantic comedy. These are not great romantic comedies, but they do the job. That's basically what we're going to be doing here for the Christmas season. We do, I want to try to explain because we don't have the synopsis, so we don't have the movies here. We've been streaming them on
various places.
Yeah, various places, but most of them are Tubi. Some of them are on Amazon Prime, I think. You can
HBO
find them.
Max.
Yeah, you can find them a lot of different streaming services. So we're considering those to be under $5 since they're all streaming and mostly free. Yeah,
I mean, we pay for the service sometimes, but you factor in the other stuff we watch
and the cost per month and all that kind of stuff.
Math works out.
Exactly. We like mathing sometimes. I don't like mathing. But yeah, this week we watched a movie called Snowman's. Yep, Snowman's. You heard it. So I don't have the synopsis, so I'm going to just wing it.
Wing it.
Yeah.
Kip Winger it.
Yes. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to watch a trailer, and then we'll be back to actually talk about the movie.
Yes.
Snowman's takes place in Minnesota, in the St. Paul area of Minnesota, Twin Cities, and it follows the tale of 2 best friends who every single year create a snowman together in the hopes that the leading lady will find love, true love, that will sweep her off her feet. And what happens is so unexpected, you'll never be able to guess it. Snowman.
Trying to click the clickbait.
Yeah.
That was clickbait right there.
That was clickbait. So, let's do... I'm trying to think if they had any, like... Oh, they did. They had a horse-drawn carriage. Can we do a horse-drawn carriage for the trailer?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sweet. Maybe some jingle bells in there. You like throwing things in there, don't you? All right, so I'm going to pause it. You're going to watch the trailer. We're going to watch it with you, and then we will be right back to talk about the movie.
It was love at first sight. Anyone could see that. I love you. I can't believe this is happening.
Ooh. What are you doing? Did you make me into your snow boyfriend?
I'm sorry, Sarah. Come on. You can have anyone you want. I like romantic. Someone who can sweep me off my feet. All he needs is a name. I like Cole. Let's do this every year.
Here's to another Christmas being single. He's a blank canvas. Gotta be adventurous. Charming. Someone who will
sweep you off your feet.
Come Christmas, I'll be in love. Hi.
I just happened to be passing by when I spotted this.
I don't know how to thank you.
How about lunch?
Sounds good.
Cool.
Cool.
Cole like our snowman?
You have to come outside and see this.
Picked you up in a carriage? Do you find it warm?
You suck!
Is it warm out here?
You suck!
And you don't find it just a little bit strange that this perfect guy happens to breeze into your life and melt your heart?
How long you been in love with her?
Pretty much my whole life.
You can't just wait around. How many more snowmen are you building?
I don't like you. I want her to find true love.
You suck!
Why are you trying to ruin my relationship with Cole?
Because I've been in love with you since the 5th grade.
Are you really gonna try and convince me that you don't have any feelings for him?
I don't know.
I just want you to be sure that what you're feeling is more than romance.
Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that flatulent trailer. We'll see. He likes to throw farts and funny things in there.
We'll see. Yeah.
So what you got over there, Mr. Newley? Did you get some notes?
So yes, whenever we watch film, I will take notes digitally, and then I'll print them out on this little piece of paper right here. And then at the end of the year, Mr. Newley will take all of them, put them in a flip book. You can check them out yourself, see what all I had to write down, and the pictures I draw and things like that. So 2023 and 2024 are both available on our website. So if you want to go check those out, some people enjoy those. And then 2025 this year will be available at the first of the year at some point. So look for those to be available then if you want to know what we're saying now. Mrs. Newley also has committed to take notes for the entire year, and so far she has done it every single friggin' week.
I think I'm going to do it.
I think so. You're
I'm pretty close. Yeah.
Now, as far as if you're going to see her notes, because they are analog, that remains to be seen. We currently have a thing going on that nobody has taken us up on yet. But if we receive 10 emails to our email address at contact@thenewlydads.com, she will scan them in, put them into a flipbook herself, or add them to mine, and you can check them out there. So if you would like to see what she has to put down, and you see this video, please send us an email, and in the subject line, put something like Mrs. Newlydad's notes or
I want to see them notes.
something like that. And we will tally those up, and at the end of the year, if there are enough there, we will go ahead and put them out there. But for right now, like I said, no bites as of yet, but that's okay. So at this point, I'm going to show her what I've drawn on this thing. She caught a glimpse of one of them while we were watching the movie accidentally, but
You made a tree. Yes, a tree smoking a pipe. I didn't see that part. And what is that? Is that a pig?
it's a weird skull. I don't know. I just
like
started
it.
drawing a weird shape, and then I just ran with it.
Looks like an animal. It's balancing on its teeth.
It was weird. And then, the tree, I did the old school, like,
Eyeballs.
dots and things on it. So it looked
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
like an old newspaper
And I like the eyeballs.
clipping thing, and then the weird eyeballs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
So what do you got?
I did, just like bubble letters for snowmans, and then I drew Cole.
You did. You drew Cole. We'll explain who Cole is here soon enough. If you can't wait, you're going to have to. Or you can fast forward, but not if this is live. So anyway, Snowman's is from 2017, currently sitting at 5.2 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This film was originally aired on Ion, which I don't know what that is part of.
I don't remember.
But the Ion Network apparently showed this. Currently, it is streaming on.
We watched on Amazon Prime, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
So if you would like to watch this after the fact, or you've already seen it, then that's probably where you saw it. So this is directed by Douglas Mitchell, who has up to this point only done TV shows. This was their first full-length feature film. Even though it was a TV movie, it's still a full-length film. This was written by Blaine Chiappetta, Chiappetta, lots of double letters there, who is known for You May Now Kill the Bride, which I think is probably a TV, like, Discovery Channel sort of thing. Discovery Channel? Discovery Plus? ID? Whatever that murder network is.
Yeah.
Something called 2020, which when I looked it up, I was like, is this really about 2020? It appears to be. It was about a different, like, end of the world scenario, but they retitled it to kind of cash in on the stuff we all went through. And something called A Gingerbread Christmas, which we watched separately from this show.
They wrote it?
Yep.
Oh.
They wrote Gingerbread Christmas, which we watched on our own, independent of this show, that featured Duff Goldman in a different role, but, may know him as the Ace of Cakes.
Yeah.
Then they did a bunch of other Christmas movies that I left out because they had way too big of a list. So the stars, Ashley Newberg in our leading role, who was in something called Caw, K-A-W. I was trying to do a caw, Operation Nutcracker.
Nice.
Another Christmas movie. A Dickens of a Christmas, which I had to put down because it was a fun little play on words.
Dickens.
And a bunch of other Christmas movies. So she is another Christmas celebrity. Then this stars Jesse Hutch in one of our leading male roles, who was in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh.
The Butterfly Effect.
What?
Yep, the Ashton Kutcher movie. The Tooth Fairy from 2006.
Oh, yeah.
Joyride 3 Roadkill.
Been a lot of horror movies.
Candy Cane.
Yeah.
Was a part 3.
Yeah, Candy Cane.
Something called Tiny House of Terror, which sounds like one of those home
Like
remodeling
those tiny
shows,
houses, tiny homes.
gone sideways.
Yep.
And a bunch of other Christmas movies also. These are all Christmas like
Crazy.
regulars. Adam Herdig, who was our other male lead, who was in Curse of Chucky.
What? That's crazy.
Cult of Chucky.
No way.
Same role.
The guy with the dark hair?
He played a cop in both of them.
The Cole?
He was, I don't know if he was Cole or if he was the other guy. I think he was Cole. He was in Nobody 1 and 2.
Really?
He played a police officer again.
Oh, he must be typecast.
He was in Violent Night. the
Okay.
Christmas action movie that my kid loves. The Long Walk, that is currently in theaters. The Stephen King movie. And a bunch of other Christmas stuff where he very predominantly plays police officers. I don't know what it is about him, but something about him makes him a police officer.
Yeah.
And then finally we have Tamara Gorski, who was in the Witchblade TV show, which most of you may not know that show, but it was a favorite of mine when it came out back in like 1999, 98. It was based on the Top Cow comic series, which I'm a fan of. They were in something called Anonymous Rex, which I thought sounded like a movie I should
funny.
see.
It's like Tammy and the T-Rex and Anonymous Rex at the same time.
Or it's somebody that's like addicted to T-Rexes.
Oh.
Cell 213. I don't know. Murder at 1600.
Okay.
Which was the Wesley Snipes joint.
I remember that.
And a bunch of TV stuff. So that's a pretty deep bench for the cast. Surprisingly.
It is.
But at this point, Miss Newlywed turns to me and she says,
"What'd you think?"
And let's tell you what we thought.
Yeah.
So the first thing I said was, is this Hot Frosty again? And then I said, wait, no. And then I said, wait, is it? And it kind of was.
I said so much friend zoning.
There was a lot of friend zoning, and I have some major issues with our leading lady.
Same.
She's selfish. She doesn't seem to focus on anybody else but herself.
I wrote that somewhere too.
Because, her and the lead guy and the lead girl that eventually, of course, are going to fall in love. No shocker there. It's from 2017. It's almost a decade old, so no spoilers.
Selfishness.
Yep, selfish. Every year they build the snowman, like she mentioned. And
ever since they were kids. So she was like 12 years old or something like that. Such a stupid opening. she like builds this snowman and like puts this hat on it saying that it's like this other kid that she liked.
This cute boy.
Yeah, and she was like gonna make out with it, and then the kid saw her and like said, are you making out? Like, is that supposed to be me? And like took the hat off and like, ruined her snowman or whatever. And then of course her little best friend comes in and saves the day. Kevin, is that his name? Something like that. Yeah.
Something generic.
Yeah, something generic.
So he helped her rebuild it, and then they were like, "Let's make a tradition that every year we're gonna build."
A
Or she
snowman.
says,
The
I'm gonna
perfect
build
man."
the perfect man for me," or he says, I don't remember. And so he has her tell him exactly what he's looking for. They want something adventurous and handsome, and sweep her off her feet.
Yep.
And then they take a selfie with it, with his little disposable camera, because it was 17 years
beginning.
in the past.
Right. Yeah, it was
Although-
like 2000.
By the time they are adults, it's only 17 years have passed. And so it feels like they aged up pretty quick when they hit high school age, when they keep showing the different pictures of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Um,
like, whoa, that's an old looking 18-year-old.
But they take a selfie with the snowman every year.
Yep.
And this is in Minnesota, like she mentioned,
Very Minnesota.
and everybody in it except our leads
Yeah.
have the Minnesotan accent.
Yeah. Like both the male lead, both of them, and there's two male leads,
Yeah.
kind of.
The hot frosty and the other.
Yeah. And the female lead. Everybody else has a very distinct Minnesota accent, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's like a, don't you know, we're from, I'm from Northern Illinois. He's from Kansas City. So he doesn't have that same,
I've got a non-regional dialect.
yeah. And I feel like it depends on where I'm at and who I'm talking to. But like, I feel like you can hear my like hard A's and stuff like that sometimes. Not as like
Every once in a
upper,
while.
like Wisconsin, upper, like up there, like the, UP and stuff like that. But like very, very, I mean, they were like the girl she works with and her boss, they were just
Heavy.
over the top.
So thick.
Over the top. And so it really made a huge contrast between the lead because she grew up with them, same area,
Never left the town.
all from St. Paul, Minnesota, and like didn't at all. She
Nope.
she didn't talk at all. Like, it's not like she moved away for many years and then came back. She was living in the same area her whole life. And it really took me out of that. Like, if you're going to go with it, go with it.
Because they make a really strong point throughout the entire film that she's never gone anywhere, and one of her dreams is to leave this little town
And travel.
and go see the world. And
It's not a little town.
well, I mean, she makes it sound like it's this little like Stars Hollow, Peppermint Hollow kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
But yeah, everybody's like, "Hey there, don't you know it's got to go get the elk jerky and whatever." And
You want some of my, and literally, that's one of the ladies like that she works with. She's like, I went hunting over the weekend and I've got some elk jerky. You want some of that?
it's like she went to the movie Fargo and
Yes.
didn't get the memo. It
Yes.
was weird. Like she had a very like she was a newscaster. That was her dialect.
Like from Kansas City.
Right. She
You
just was
know?
like, "Hey guys, how are you doing today?" And they're like, "Oh, it's all good out there, don't you know?"
Yeah, so cold today.
She's
Yeah.
like, "Yes, it is very chilly outside."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh,
I'm
okay."
like, oh, it's so annoying.
Um,
It made me angry.
Yeah, it was really a weird choice. Even her dad was a little bit, but it was really minute.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
he
like
still had a hint.
just a hint, but
a
it was
hint of it.
not nearly. And I can give Cole a break because he technically is a snowman.
So, well, yeah.
It's implied.
Yeah.
Which incidentally, every year that she builds this, her best friend puts his hat on it, and it doesn't seem like he gets the hat back. So they go through a lot of hats every year. I don't know how that works. But the whole like linchpin is that her dad gives her the scarf that he met her mom in.
In
And-
Paris.
Yeah. And is like, "Here, you should have this scarf." And she wraps it around the snowman. Okay, that's real good.
Like, your mom's dead. Your dad gives you this like scarf that he's been holding on to his entire marriage through his wife's, passing, and like finally gives it to you, and then you wrap it around a dirty snowman and leave it outside like a piece of garbage.
Yeah, because she's so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
That she's got to put it around the snowman in the hopes that maybe Cole will show up. But this year, apparently, what they imply, it's never shown, is that the snowman
Well,
comes to life. Well, you see the eyeball.
the eyeballs, they start like it looks like there's stars in them, so they're like twinkling kind
Because they're lumps
of.
of coal.
when they go to bed. And then she wakes up in the morning and her snowman's gone, and so is the scarf. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then later on,
he shows up and he's like, hey, let's go get some lunch together. And it's implied that the snowman came to life. They never, like I said, it's never like in Hot Frosty where they make it very abundantly clear that he's a snowman, but everything he says has to do with being cold, or how, he's always hot and he needs to be cold. And he talks about doing this travel business, but he actually is going away for this travel business. He's going to take her with him to Paris. So he clearly is able to leave this little town or the city to go other places. And it's like,
either
he's a snowman?
Right. Either he's possessed by the snowman,
It's like Jack Frost.
Something. Or he is a snowman, and like, I don't know. There's this one point in the movie where he's fighting. So he's in the park. He's asked her to go to Paris with him, and he's building a snowman, and he's talking to it, and he's like, hey Hank, oh, here's a scarf for you, and I'm gonna, oh, you look so nice and whatever. And then her best friend is mad because he professed his love to her, and she's mad at him or whatever for it because she wants to go to Paris with Cole because she's selfish. And so he starts this snowball fight with him and gets mad and kicks Hank over, and he's acting like it's a real human, and he's like, you'll be okay, buddy, don't go into the light, we need triage, and like saying all this like crazy stuff like it's a war zone or something like that. And then he gets super mad, and then they escalate their snowball fight or whatever. But so dorky.
It's a weird choice.
And yeah, you want to keep talking about what you've got?
No, I was just going to say that there's this photo that keeps popping up of her, and I think it's her mom and this very obese snowman. It's very
huge.
Weird.
Like, it's not an obese one. It's enormous.
It's a giant snowman, and it keeps showing up. They do mention Santa Jaws, which incidentally, if you are a fan of low budget horror films, check out Santa Jaws. I think it's on Prime. We watch it every year just about. It's a trip, but nobody involved with this movie was in Santa Jaws, by the way. I looked it up. Speaking of which, everybody in this movie, I don't think anyone in this movie really has any redeeming qualities except maybe her dad to a point.
Yeah.
And the girl that works with her at the office that has the jerky. I think she was my favorite character.
I mean, her boss is pretty nice. She's just annoying.
She's just, that kind
she's just super happy and like whatever all the time. She's like, okay, let's do a new article. Yeah.
And I wrote that Cole has snowballs and a carrot. My kid had something to do with that part.
That's funny.
But yeah, there's like, I didn't really care for any of the characters. The best parts were the friend at the office that is the hunting woman who has jerky, and then his artwork was kind of, it was fun.
Cute. It was cute.
Yeah, it was real non-offensive, kind of really cute. And I didn't understand, she's writing this article because she works at the newspaper and she wants to be a travel writer. And they're like, we don't do travel because it's just this little town and everybody, wants to know about the city or whatever. And
St. Paul.
Well, but the woman acts like, nobody ever leaves to go anywhere. And so they only want to know about St. Paul. They don't want to know about anywhere else. And so she's like, well, I'll give you this chance to write the Christmas article. That's a big deal every year. And so she's going to write it about this. She gets conned into it through what's his name or whatever, that she's going to write about her relationship with this guy, Cole, that just kind of came in and swept her off her feet. And so her best friend is going along, doing all the pictures of them together with him in the background looking sad. Well, when it comes around and he's like, I'm not going to do this article anymore, he turns in the stuff unbeknownst to her to go ahead with the article anyway, as trying to be a good guy. And all the pictures he turns in are brand new drawings that nobody's seen yet of him and her, plus the photos that they've taken every year with the snowman, which doesn't relate to the article in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Well, you don't know, because like it said something about finding romance or whatever, like, that kind of thing.
Weird though.
It was weird.
The pictures wouldn't really relate to her, like finding this guy. Maybe, I don't know. It just seemed like all of a sudden, like, did he write the article too? I don't know.
Right.
It was
Cole like shows up and he's like the perfect person, right? But he's like, oh, I'm a world-renowned travel-y, whatever. And then he takes her like sweeping her off her feet kind of thing. So he takes her on a horse-drawn carriage ride for lunch,
Their
like
very
when
first
he
date.
first meets her. Then He tries to sell her house. He lists her house. And I'm like, red flags, man. Red flags everywhere. I'm like, why would you want to like go anywhere? And then so they're fighting about it. And she's like, I can't believe you tried to list my house. This is my house. Like, you have no right doing that. I barely know you. And then he's like, well, I just want you to travel and see the world. And by the way, I want to invite you to Paris. And she's like, okay.
And it's her dad's house still. He's giving it to her when he passes, but he still lives there, and she lives there with him. So it's like,
I wrote down dumb ways to die.
Right?
Like, why would you want to go with somebody that tried selling your house, obviously doesn't think about those kind of things, and then goes to Paris? Yeah, you don't go to Paris with somebody that you say, get out of my house, never speak my name again. I'm going to get a restraining order against you.
Go melt, buddy.
Go melt.
The whole thing is very forced, and Hot Frosty is not without its problems.
But at least it is what it is, and like this is
kind of charming. The people in it, there's people in it that you actually like. There's a little bit of some weirdness in the very beginning and later on, but overall, it's a little bit more of a fun, romantic kind of thing that has its own charm for being so bad. This is just not good.
Not good. I said it's lame. I really wanted Cole to turn into a snowman at the end.
Which at the end, when she does get together with her best friend, because, again, this is almost 10 years old, so spoiler alert. Cole is off in the background just kind of watching. And
he gets in a cab and drives away.
Yeah, he gets in the cab with her stuff, incidentally. I didn't see him getting her stuff out of the car. And then the after her and what's his name? I wrote his name down here. Nick get together.
Yeah.
Like Saint Nick. Anyway, they get together finally. You see the snowman outside and the sparkling,
this is at like the next day or whatever
is there again, and everything's back like it was before the movie took over into this weird
so
territory.
It's like, did he turn back into a snowman, or did like the snowman just like send Cole to another person? I almost
grant a wish or something.
Yeah, well, I almost thought it was like Cole was showing up to show her that like who her actual true love is. And he made a comment about, well, she needs to fall in love before Christmas. And that was a weird thing to say, right? Like, why? Like, because you're going to turn back into a snowman, or because like she'll never find love if it's not by this Christmas? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't understand that part. Like,
he also said something about not feeding her after midnight, I think. But anyway.
So do you have final thoughts?
I do. Do you want my final thoughts?
I do.
Okay. This is the 7-Eleven roller hot dog version of Christmas comfort food.
All right. I like that. I don't really have like final thoughts. I mean, I did say that dude tried selling your house and you say yes to Paris. Lame. I said it, and then I really wanted Cole to turn into a snowman. I was just like screaming at the TV. I was like, turn into snow. Turn into snow. I did fall asleep during it, so it does get a negative number, but I watched the end of it the following morning. So I watched it actually with Joel's oldest kid, and we were both like, turn into snow. We wanted him to turn into a snowman. We were like, oh, they're going to turn around and like turn back, and then he's going to be a snowman. And then nope, he's getting in the freaking cab. And I was like, damn it.
And when she fell asleep, my youngest came out and watched the ending with me as well. So both kids saw the ending of the movie, but not the first part.
Nope.
And
they both thought it was dumb.
He was making his own little comments about it, which I included here as well that I mentioned earlier.
So on a scale of 0 to, or whatever, not 0, but like 5 to negative billion or whatever. Let's see. What would be the best thing to say? Elk.
Just elk?
Jerky.
Oh, elk jerky?
Yeah. Or just, we'll just say elk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
was hunting elk.
She was. I ended up at a 0.01.
Yeah.
The only redeeming thing in this whole movie was the elk jerky girl.
I'm going to give it a negative 10. Really
for
random.
Like the degrees?
Yes.
Like the temperature outside?
Yes.
Not currently, but there.
It's getting there.
It definitely feels like it's getting there.
Yeah, I did say stupid. Maybe that's my final thought.
Stupid.
All right. So if you don't want to watch this movie, what do you recommend?
So I mentioned the Michael Keaton Jack Frost earlier as something that was similar to this, that actually kind of, again, like also with Hot Frosty. But we're not doing that. We're going with 1997's horror film Jack Frost as because that's a little bit, I feel like a little bit closer, because you have a serial killer that gets put inside of a snowman that comes to life to wreak havoc, and etc. Instead of a snowman that gets put into a human or whatever.
Right.
I don't know what happened, but it just feels like it's a better, like it's a low budget kind of not great movie, but it's a whole lot of fun. So
yeah. And what are we watching next week?
Next week we are watching 2022's Falling for Christmas, and boy howdy, the cast in that
is good.
Is there's some people in it.
All right.
But the last one that we're doing, the very final one, that's the showstopper.
Oh. So should I try to do a synopsis for it, or we'll just call it it is what it is, and we'll just go on to the next,
That's up to you. It's your
I
gig.
think we'll leave it as a cliffhanger, and we'll just talk about it next week when we watch it. All right. Cliffhanger. Well, thank you so much for watching, and until next week.
Keep it cheap and Christmassy.
Bye. Ho, ho, ho.